This month has so much excitement about Jupiter, but if you want written detail about that, please go to my website horoscope.co.uk, and it would be absolutely wonderful if you subscribed, liked or shared. Here you go, here's your September. This is the astrological update for Aquarius for the whole of September 2016, and it's a big month with all sorts of things going on. We've got eclipses, we've got Jupiter shifting sign, we've got Mercury going retrograde. It's intense, but lucky for you, you tend to be objective and you can see through things, and also you are the future seer, spelled S-S-E-R. You can see the future, you can sense the future, you have your finger on the pulse of all trends. Now I have to say the start of this month is a little bit tricky for you, as we have a new moon and a solar eclipse, and it's in a particularly intense space. It's all about your soul wounds, but also in a positive sense it can be about intimacy, obsession, intensity and primal emotions. Something is changing and something is shifting, and you're throwing yourself in to a new perception of your power. But it's very important that you're honest with yourself. Is there a childhood wound? Is there damage connected to an obsession or a codependent relationship or an addiction? These are things that you can shift on the first, but you have to be conscious and you have to have, you know, the desire to want to do that. The other big news of this month is that we have Jupiter shifting signs, and Jupiter is opening you up to your inner wanderer, your inner adventurer, your inner nomad. You will not want to really be tied down or pinned down. You don't like that at the best of times, but Jupiter is saying it's time to go on a journey. It's time to express your individuality. It's time to learn. It's time to embrace life's different philosophies. And you should find yourself meeting some incredibly interesting, eccentric, unusual people in the next 12 to 13 months who are going to help you in profound and interesting ways. So look out for those that walk a different path, or those that express themselves in a very unique way. In fact, the more you express yourself in a unique way for the next 12 months, the greater your success. So you're being called upon to be a free spirit, which hopefully will be an easy lesson for you. Now, the full moon on the 16th is also an eclipse, and you're being challenged with your finances. It could be that you get a raise, that some money comes to you, that there's a very positive transformation in your finances and you feel good about that. But certainly some peak experience connected to money happens around that time, and your awareness is caught there. Also, Uranus is conjunct Eris, the goddess, and you are learning to communicate in a different way. Communication is very important. You're feeling quite powerful in your communication, and you could have a genius idea on the 19th. On the 22nd, Mercury goes direct in your position of intimacy, power and powerlessness. You may have been held prisoner or hijacked by the past in some way, or had to communicate with people from your past that you felt uncomfortable with, or you had to communicate with people you were obsessed with, or there was something you couldn't deal with. On the 22nd, that all feels lighter and brighter and more optimistic. We also have the sun shifting and putting another adventurous spring in your step. And on the 24th, Venus goes into your position of career. Well, you might think that's weird. What use is that? Well, it's fabulous use, actually, as it means that people like you around your career. People are drawn to you. You have quite a nice little love vibe going on. And also you can see the beauty in your career. You can bring peace to career situations. So it is really, really good. Now, on the 27th, Pluto goes direct in your position of spirituality, secrets, illusion, and also higher wisdom. And you might have been on an exploration about who you were. You might have been suddenly walking down the road and you had a flashback that you'd been there before. Perhaps some issues around past lives were coming up. Interestingly, Mars is going into that position. It may tempt you to drink too much. It may tempt you to do risky behavior, or to have no boundaries, or suddenly sleep with someone even if you feel you shouldn't, inverted commas, because you suddenly have this instant connection. So be a bit cautious of that. It does make you wonderfully passionate and wonderfully poetic and wonderfully romantic, but but it can lead you down dangerous roads. You have to protect yourself and double check yourself and be realistic. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.